Shares this Mindful Monday, where it's Brain Injury Awareness Month.
That's right, as the lady says, this way, that way. It's Mindful Monday, and it's March is Brain Injury Awareness Month. So to raise awareness, I've been trying to do some stuff for Brain Injury Awareness Month. And one of those things is I've been kind of sharing my story and helping others who've been through
Thank you, baby.
stuff share their stories. And Mimi has been gracious enough to come to our chat to share her journey. And I guess from here on out, I'll let you share your story however you see fit. I'll let you share your story.
Okay,
and
okay, I'm gonna turn off my Tickfinity chat just so we're not
yeah, I'm
interrupted.
gonna do the same so SpongeBob don't start yelling at us.
It's alive. It's alive.
And so we don't get a lot of that. Koa, welcome in. We're gonna be quiet for a little while, chat. Okay. Thank you for the heart, me, Sammy. There we go.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Mimi. You're welcome. I am a nurse and a content creator. And back in 2008, I had a blood clot behind my left knee. I was married and a mom at the time, still a mom, obviously. And my ex-husband, he worked in the oil industry. So he was out on a job for like 3 days. And I was on some medicine that made you prone to kind of getting blood clots. And so I got a blood clot behind my leg, not knowing it, of course. And it broke off and it went to my lung. And I didn't get enough oxygen. So I had what they call an anoxic event in my brain. And I lost consciousness. And I was down, they say about 30 hours. I was laying between my bedroom and my living room. I was very fortunate. I lived out in the country. I had 3 acres. And my neighbor, I think this happened Friday night. My neighbor came by Monday morning. She had baked a pie. And because I lived on a lot of property, I didn't have like curtains on my windows or anything. And she saw my car, but she kept knocking. I was there. So she walked around my house and she went around the back where the primary suite is. And she saw me laying on the ground. So of course they called 911 and took me to the hospital. And I was pretty dead. I was pretty dead. My ex-husband asked the doctor, of course, I get all this secondhand, right? 0 out of 10, like 0 is alive, 10, she's dead. He said she's like a 9, right? Her kidneys are gone, her liver's gone. She's probably gonna lose her leg. We don't know what her brain function will be. And at that time, he said, just pull her off all the machines, right? Because I was on a ventilator at the time. Fortunately, my sister, Amber, it was my power of attorney for healthcare, so he couldn't make that choice for me. And she said, no, she's strong. Let's see how she does. Let's give her a few days. And a day turned into 2, into 5, into a week, into 10 days. I was still on the ventilator. And they really discussed like taking me off. Of course, being in the ICU that long on a ventilator, I still have leftover effects. I have some memory loss. I can't smell anything. I lost function in my left leg from the knee down. I lost my calf muscle from the blood clot. I got what was called rhabdomyolysis and compartment syndrome, which basically, when I fell, my leg was trapped like that underneath me. And so it swelled up and it killed the muscle. And then being in ICU, a lot of times what will happen is you'll get foot drop because you don't use your feet. And so this foot I couldn't control it. So I still have that lasting effect on my left leg from the knee down. I don't have a calf muscle, and my foot, they actually fused it at a 90-degree angle so I could walk on it without hitting it. And I know that happens a lot. So I was in the hospital a total of 10 weeks. I had to go to rehab and learn how to transfer to a wheelchair because I couldn't walk for 4 years. At the time, I was a nurse. I had my associate's degree in nursing. I was a labor and delivery nurse. Of course, I couldn't work. I had to re-sit for my nursing things to prove that I had the mental capacity to be a nurse.
So you had to learn basically
everything again.
Yeah, all over again.
Everything again. I had to learn how to walk again, how to take steps again, how to go down steps again. At that time, transferring from everything to a wheelchair. About 2 years in, I got to a walker. I really thought that's where I was going to be, is on a walker the rest of my life. But I'm pretty stubborn.
Yeah,
Um, and I think I'm a little bit smarter, actually. I think it killed some of the cells. Not
I know
necessarily
that feeling. I know
all the
that
bad
feeling.
decisions, but definitely some of the impulsive decisions it killed.
Yeah,
Um, I still don't have a sense of smell. I cannot smell anything. Um, and I still get headaches and I have some memory loss. And of course the leg injury. But I think my story tells people never give up. Even if it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you never know. Your body is resilient. It has a way to repair itself. It may not ever be 100%. I'll never be 100%.
right. Well,
But
and that's what I tell people. Uh, and something me and Muggsy from my chat talked about last week is it. Even though you may with people in the community, the TBI and brain injury community, because as much as people don't realize, even stroke is falls into the brain injury category.
Mhm.
Um, you you may lose certain things through brain injury, and there's studies that are finding out now that like there's certain things you may lose, but you tend to it may turn on certain areas of the brain in
That
doing
go
so.
dormant. Mhm.
Right. And
I think the brain always finds a way, right?
right. And so you have to put in the work to figure out what it turned on in you
Right.
in the long run. Like you said, for me, like my sister's standing here with me. She just stopped over, and she knew me before my TBI. Like I was bad about I would start projects and just let them go to waste. And since my TBI, I'm almost to the point of OCD about like I can't let things go. I have definitely have more drive about following through on things and finishing things, and it's something I have to do this. I have to follow this through. And my creativity is off the charts since before. So
Mhm.
like you said, you feel smarter than before. Like it definitely turns something on in you. If
You
you
got the more artistic, which I would love to have. I got more analytical.
yeah, well, yeah, it definitely you have to, and you are artistic. I saw your videos. You just have to
Oh,
find a way to make your analytical work
yeah.
for the artistic side. You know what I mean? Like you have to, because I'll say it this way: your analytical brain can be used for the artistic side. You know what I mean? You can. How do I say it? So that there are ways to make the analytical side talk to those computers.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're very intelligent. I know that I've talked to you enough, Mimi. You're very intelligent. You just have to figure out how to make it work for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I really wish I could
And
smell an orange
I'm
though.
glad
I miss the smell of oranges.
yeah, and I feel bad for you.
Every now and
But
then I think I smell it. Is that weird?
no, it's no, that's not